All right, there we go. I think we've got it now. Good evening, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Just kind of still getting used to StreamYard myself, so tonight will be a little bit shaky. I want to offer for anybody to got several different things planned tonight. Okay, so just trying to read comments as well. So good to see you, Mark. Good to see you, Bill. Good to see you, Don. Hello, Miss Cynthia.
Hello, everyone.
And I think that's everybody that's here. All the ones that I see. Annette, Bear Magnetics, good to see you. And then Johnny, good to see you. So glad that you guys are here. And Jean's going to help me out, hopefully with the comments. Crazy about a Mercury. Hello. And we've got several different things that we wanted to talk about tonight, and we're going to open it up for you as well. So we want to get you guys involved in joining in with us. We've got some news, all that good stuff. So I wanted to start off by reading a quick verse. The other day we were reading in Proverbs 2, and a verse kind of jumped out because of our newfound hobby to us. Proverbs 2:4. If you seek it, which is wisdom, like silver, and search for it as hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. Such a good verse. We try to start off each morning with the boys and, have a time of prayer. So let's pray, then we'll get started, okay? Father, be with us tonight. Thank you so much for this time together. Thank you for all of our friends. And thank you for taking care of us each day. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So on our list tonight, if you guys have anything, you're kind of watching, right? Making sure if anybody has any questions. So Shane is away and out of town, so he asked us to fill in. So thank you, Shane. Really appreciate the opportunity for this.
Thanks for being out of town.
Well, not that. Thanks for the opportunity. Not thanks for being out of town. You big jerk. So, let me see if we've got anybody else that's joined just recently. Yep. Okay. All right, good. So if you guys have any questions for me, just let me know. Shane. Love you, brother. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good time away. Let us know how that beach hunting was going. Samurai, good to see you. All right, good. So our first thing, I guess, that we wanted to talk about, or maybe I'll throw a few of them out there. And, I know that I've seen other people just to kind of invite whoever wants to talk. And Shane.
Oh, look at Shane.
Shane did last week.
Got a ring tonight.
All right,
Woo!
Shane, where is it, man? You might have to, I'm not going to ask you to come up. So anyway, I'm going to throw the link out in a minute. And then if you've got any of the things that we want to talk about tonight that you want to share with us, we want to see it, okay? So we're going to talk about our favorite recent find, mine and his. And then if you have one that you've just recently found that you're just like, hey, this is awesome, and I had to share it with somebody, that would be great. Our biggest bazinga. In other words, a time you've been fooled.
Might have stole it.
Your wife stole it. Nice. Your biggest bazinga, like the time you've pulled something up. You saw, if you watched our video from last week, you saw me dig up a pull tab, and I thought it was an aluminum ring at first. Ended up being just a pull tab. So It's interesting. And I think one of Jean's, do you remember being at YWAM?
Yes, I do. There's actually a couple of times, but the most memorable time, it was the metal part that connects to the pull tab, like the flat part, and it's very shiny. And when I saw it, I thought it was a little silver coin, and I was just brought to a cam.
So the pull tab has fooled both of us, probably on multiple occasions, but those two are the biggest memories right there. So, and then two more things. Something, if you have a channel, something that your channel offers that you don't think others do. So if you've got something like that's special about your channel, hello, Steve. Hello, SoCal. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to keep up with everybody that's coming in. Finding goodies. Good to see you guys. Getting getting out, I'm going to guess on that one. Good to see you. I think I'm caught up now. So what your channel offers that maybe others don't, we'll kind of talk about that with us. And then your favorite button that you've ever found. Your favorite button that you've ever found. So, oh yeah, I forgot I can do this too, right?
Show.
Let's see here. Let's get back here to this one. There we go. Boom. Aha. Got a ring tonight. Yep. So that's back in the chat a little bit there. So yeah, if you've got your favorite button that you've ever found, that would be something that you would want to share. We'll kind of throw it out there. If you just want to type in the chat, you can put it in there, or you're going to be welcome to come up and join us as well. So I am going to go ahead and throw the link out there. And if you want to join us up here, you are welcome to. We'll start to tell you about our favorite recent find. So why don't you go first?
Okay, so this is about 2 weeks ago, I would say, maybe 3. And we were at a beach. We hadn't really found much that day, and it was actually a couple of days after Ian. And we'll go ahead and talk about that comment.
Okay. See you later, Johnny. Have a good night. Cheers. Mark, yes, I absolutely agree, right? But go ahead.
So then we were at this beach, and it was crazy wavy and disgusting and everything. And it was towards the end of the day, and I finally found a ring. And it's actually the same beach we found the 100th ring at. And right here it is. It's gold. It's 14 karat. Oh.
Hey, he drops everything.
Not everything.
Thank you, Bill.
So there's a marking. Let me find the marking really quick. Right.
Thank you, Bill. I like it too.
Right there on the inside.
Can you see that?
There's a marking. It says 14K. And one of my favorite things about it is it's 14K, but it has this something on the outside. It makes it look real weird. See that white stuff on there, kind of? It's very interesting. Never found a ring like that. Very weird. I love it, though. Gold ring. Awesome.
So at this beach that he's talking about, like he said, that's where we found our 100th ring. And this is one where the seaweed every year from England, seriously, it comes across the ocean, works its way into the Caribbean Sea, and then it's on the shores of all of our beaches, and it just gets buried in the sand. And when you dig in the sand and you dig it back up, it just stinks so bad.
Yeah, it's been down there for the whole year. When you dig it up, it's just
I hate that beach.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one he wanted to show because it's not actually in a video. It is not going to be in a video. We didn't video that day. Some days we go for just kind of hey, we really love the hobby, so we're gonna go metal detecting, right? So we're gonna try to do the best that we can to get out, even if we don't record, right? So my favorite find recently, this one is going to be in a video coming up, but it's going to be probably a month. So this weekend, last week my wife had her birthday, and we just had a very busy weekend last weekend, and we weren't able to do anything as a family. So this past weekend, we went to a resort here on island and just spent the days kind of relaxing. Great days, right? Lots of hello, Ken. Good to see you. See if I've missed anybody else. I still think I said hello to Annette. Fox in the ground detecting. Good to see you. So we were just hanging out at the beach, and Jean and I decided one morning we were going to go detecting. We actually tried to go at night, but the mosquitoes
are really, really bad.
Were so bad.
As soon as the sun goes down and it gets cool, no, there's no chance. You can't.
Joel, your wife had her birthday this week. My wife's birthday was actually last week, the 4th. So, today's the 13th. So we waited till last weekend to go. So yeah, they're pretty close then. Got to be pretty close. And SoCal says he was digging. Well, I forget I can put these up, right? I'm in control of this. There we go. Says he was digging in the dirt today. It smelled like dog crap. Yeah, it's bad. I've dug up some stuff before that is makes you wonder what in the world was going on. There you go, Cynthia. Happy birthday to the ladies. So he and I went detecting that morning, and we're just digging all kinds of signals everywhere. It's a beach. It's not very populated usually.
Not a couple of fake earrings, big old fake earrings, and I think a fake bracelet. So nothing amazing as of yet.
And then I got a faint 8 on the Knox, and I dug up my 4th ring with diamonds. So it is
Awesome.
14K. You'll see in the video, we didn't think it was real, actually, because of the way it looked. It had been in the dirt so long and down in the salt water so long. And then when we got it home, got it cleaned up, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful ring. So we were telling somebody, one of our friends, about this, and she said, "Oh, you mean a ring like this?" And she holds up her hand, and it was the exact same ring. Brian, hello. Good to see you. He says he wants to say hello. He's whooped. It's a hello to the family and the incredible community. Yes, absolutely. So dug this up. This was my favorite recent find. So
Amazing.
anything like that, if you've got something like that, then you are welcome to join us up here. I'll put the link in again. And next on our list is our biggest bazinga. Now, this is a find that I had. We found this at the beach. It's going to be a ring. Did we do a video for this one?
Yeah, we did.
We did, yeah. So it's going to be back 6 months or so ago.
Yeah, a while back.
I dug it up, and this is what I see coming out of the sand. Is this big thing, right? What a pretty ring. And so I wasn't sure about it, if it was going to be real or not, and got home. And that diamond is huge, right? So got home, got it cleaned up, and on the inside it says 18K EP, which is for electroplating, and the diamond is plastic. It is fake.
We were so excited. Like we were kind of skeptical, and then when we got home and saw the 18K, we were just blown away. And then we did our research, and it's electroplated.
So that was a big time bazinga for us.
Which makes sense, because it's not nearly as shiny as gold. I mean, if you compare it to the others.
Yeah. Oh, no, Brian. Yes. Jesse, good to see you. Hello, Totally Gnarly.
See the difference in the color there and everything. And just listen to it. This is the gold. And here's the fake. Just sounds lighter.
Don't know if they can hear that. But,
yeah, I'm not going to.
So if you're just now joining us,
Brian says swing and a miss. You could say ring and a miss.
Yeah. Wow. So if you're just joining us, we just have invited anybody. If you want to join us up here and talk about your favorite recent find or your biggest bazinga, those are the two things that we have kind of covered so far.
Yes, Joel. It does look more brass.
Joel, what?
Joel said it looks more brass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which
sure
is probably
does.
the base metal.
Yep, sure enough. Oh, there we go. As soon as I went to click it, it flipped over on me. So, yeah, favorite recent find or biggest bazinga. And then something that your channel offers that maybe others don't. Something that kind of sets you apart from other channels. Not to, throw shade on anybody, but just something that sets you apart, that makes you different. What would you say is what sets us apart?
I would have to say one of the things is our fun videos. Every once in a while we'll put out a stereotypes or a, father versus son or something. And there's not many metal detecting channels that do that. I think those are really fun.
Oh,
a lot of fun to do.
I think I just figured something out. Keep talking.
I would say that is one of the biggest ones, definitely. Love making those. They're a lot of work, though. But yeah, I know you guys, there's tons of channels out there, and each of them are equally different, I would say. And also just the different, like metal detecting is not necessarily just one thing. Because you could have detecting at the beach or on the land, or even if you go on the beach, you can be detecting in the Treasure Coast in Florida, or you can be detecting, at the beach in California. You're looking for two different things there, Even on land, the same thing. You can be park detecting or, detecting at an old plantation or an old farm or something, and you're looking for totally different things. So
good. Yeah, I would definitely agree. Our family dynamic of course, kind of
Yeah.
sets us apart. Our where we can dig, beach, plantation, park, at a school. By the way, this is my email address. So if you would like to email us a picture, you can do that as well. So you can send that straight to my personal email address, and I'll kind of keep that over here to watch for it. So if you want to email us a picture, give me something short to say about it, that'd be great. Okay, Shane. How about that? Glad you guys are having a good time, man. So there it is. So that's our email address. I just figured that out. I looked over here to the side and said, wait a minute, banners. That's got to be it, right? So so that sets our channel apart. I think definitely the family dynamic, but literally on Monday, we went detecting at the beach. When we got back from the resort back home, everybody was just kind of relaxing.
We got bored.
And so we went digging at a plantation. And I found this. I just got it cleaned up right before the show. This is the face of a pocket watch, which is one of the finds we had on Monday, which is pretty cool. Oh, it's okay. So it's kind of really neat. We got a date on there. We're going to try to figure that out later. He's my eyeballs. I can't see it so well. So So if you've got anything that you want to send to me, send it to that email address.
Yes, Joel, we do have cruise ships bringing us treasure. The only problem is cruise ships only come on one side of the island, and that side is not the best for detecting because the sand rarely gets swept away. Whereas on the east side, where there's not as many cruise ships, the sand gets swept away, and we can find the older stuff. So,
yeah, we're still trying to figure out all the beaches. We've been doing this now just for a couple of years, so we're starting to see some of the cycles. The springtime is usually when out east the beaches have the sand stripped away down to the old black sand, the old fines. So one of the announcements they had recently, I think I told Gene, I'm not sure, was last year we had 40,000 visitors from cruise ships, and this year we're going to have 140,000 visitors from cruise ships. So it's kind of a big increase for our island. St. Thomas is the #1 cruise ship destination in the world. It is 40 miles to the north of us. And St. Croix is more of an industrial kind of country island. So it's much bigger than St. Thomas, but it has exactly the same population. So
something on the screen.
Something on the screen. But so anyway, we don't have as many cruise ships as they do nearly. So our last section we wanted to talk about, if you have any pictures, if you want to jump up here, obviously we can bring you up. I see we've got a guest. We're going to bring on Brian of the B Higgles.
Hey everybody.
Brian, what's going on, man?
Hey.
I'm dirty, I'm filthy, I worked all day. I know, unusual to hear me say that.
Now when you say work, you worked not metal detected.
Yeah, not metal detected. I was out at Pop's Flipper. We were doing some work out there, getting some plumbing done, some electrical. But I got a couple cool little recent finds.
Awesome. We'd love to see them.
Super recent is this super dirty car.
Oh, yeah.
And it says it's a Stutz. Whatever a Stutz is. I've never seen that or heard of that. Kind of cool. Yeah. Look,
that's
he's
really
cool. Dirty.
Okay, Joel from Drummond Tech says he's never hunted an ocean beach.
I've never hunted an ocean beach either. So
you got to do it, Brian.
Big drag racer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's Mankind on the side.
Now sometimes those have dates on the bottom. Did either one?
Yeah, I haven't even cleaned it. It just came out of my bag. Literally just came out of my bag.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I found this Atlas key, and I thought it was a skeleton key, and everybody is claiming that it's a street light box key.
Huh.
So I guess you can open the street lights and maybe change to green or something. I might try it. We'll see. I was like, yay, I'm in the skeleton key club. And everybody's like, that's not a skeleton key. I was like, oh, okay. And then I had forgotten that I had found one before.
That's awesome.
Key, so an actual skeleton key. So I am in that club.
You are in the club, yeah.
I'm in the skeleton key club. And then
Nice.
recently at a park, I found this for an Oldsmobile.
Oh,
I don't know where it goes, but it's really cool. It's really shiny.
What do you find when you type that, when you look anything up? Anything at all?
I haven't even had time to research it.
Gotcha.
These are all brand new finds pretty much within the last week or so.
Nice.
And I found a cool little dog tag.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we like dog tags.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one's like in the shape of a fire hydrant.
That's nice.
I like it. And then I found this real cool new religious piece.
Okay.
Huh.
And everybody's saying it's very unusual.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm guessing that's the two thieves that were hung on each side. It looks like Jesus.
Yeah, they're not hung. It's like part of it. They're not dangling or nothing. So it's like one solid piece.
I haven't seen one of those at all.
I've never seen it either. I found that up on Quarter Hill.
Of course.
Vehicles. The Stutz Motor Car Company was an American producer of high-end sports and luxury cars based in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Wow.
Production
Well, how
began
about
in
that?
1911.
This is what Relic Reaper is telling us, what Don's saying.
They're hometown boys then. And then I got one more little piece.
Oh yeah,
It's
Is
a
that the top of
cufflink.
a ring?
It's a cufflink.
Oh, a cufflink. Nice.
Yeah.
that's cool.
And it's still, this end still works, but it's bent really bad. And I don't want to,
Yeah, if you
I
bend
don't
it
want
back,
to
it's
bend
gonna
it
break.
back or it's going to break, but it's got like this glass bead. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, that's really
That
cool.
might be gold. I'm not really sure, but I haven't tested it yet.
If it looks that good and it's been in the ground for considerable amount of time, it probably is.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. I think just the top portion of it's the gold. I don't think the whole thing is, but I don't know. But it's still really cool.
Nice.
Really cool. Either way.
Yeah. So that's my new stuff.
That's awesome. I'm glad you shared it with us.
Let's see, any gotchas. Oh, I did find this snail ring too. He's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, look, it's a big giant snail on top there.
Talk about unusual.
I mean,
no wonder they lost it because it's so top heavy. I don't even know how you would wear this thing.
it's all metal?
It's really, really heavy. Yeah, it's all metal. I mean, this thing is like it weighs a ton for a ring.
Because I would think like a kid's ring, especially if it's a snail, but with it being all metal,
it's all metal and it's all super, super heavy. And then I found this little ring too. He's been out, banged up, beat up.
Oh yes, yeah. I remember watching you dig that one. Yeah.
But I'll clean him up. We'll find out if he's anything special. I found him at the festival. I go down to the fall festival every year. There's it's like a week-long festival downtown. And there's like 250,000 people there all week. And it's all on this tiny little library lot. Basically, they like jam all the rides and everything. And then the games and stuff are around the outside in the street. And then everybody wanders up and down the street. So every year for the last 2 years, I've been going down there right after. When everybody clears out Saturday night, man, I'm down there early Sunday morning. And I tell you what, there was just money everywhere, man. I have so much fun down there. I'll turn my sensitivity down real low and just not even dig any holes and just sit there and go around and just pick up money. It's so much fun. I really enjoy it.
Oh yeah. It's so tough. I mean, even if you're standing right there, whether it's grass or the beach, either one, if you drop something, it's tough to find it. It really is.
Yeah.
On grass or in the sand, like the dry sand at the beach.
And I mean, everybody's all packed together. And I even found a, the bottle toss game where you throw the little rings to try to get them on that impossible game that nobody hardly ever wins. I found one of the rings. So I have me a bottle tossing game ring.
That's awesome.
But that's my stuff.
Awesome.
Just wanted to share.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
I'm going to bounce out and let somebody else in.
All right. Thanks, Brian.
Peace.
See ya. All right, guys, that's how it's done. So if you've got anything that you would like to show, we would love to see it, okay? So let's see if we've missed anybody. Gene, back through
I
here.
don't think so.
Expressions of the Outdoors, hello. Good to see you. Jim Steele, good to see you. I don't think I said hello to you. All right, yeah. So our last subject we kind of had was, oh, I got something here. Oh, nice. Now this, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to show this.
You email it to yourself.
Email it to myself. He emailed it to me. So anyway, our last subject we wanted to say, hey, throw this out here and see if anybody wants to come up and show what they found is your favorite button. So I'll go first on this. I found this at the farm where we dig, and there's several things that make this interesting. One, it dates back to the late 1700s, 1790 is what we were finding, and it is a British military button. So
it's almost like a big old shield, and then you have the 3 dots on top are supposedly the cannonballs, and then you have the 3 cannons right there.
Yep. So it's a 1790 British military button, and it's artillery, has the 3 cannons, the 3 cannonballs, which is so incredible. I didn't have any idea what it was. Brian, have a good night. I didn't have any idea what it was, and when we got home and got it cleaned up, and then started to be able to see this image on it, just kind of blew us away because the British were not in control of the island. It doesn't really make any sense why it was there, but it was. So very interesting to me. I'll let you go ahead and go next.
My favorite button, I would say it's one of my favorites, is this is a Danish military button. So it has a Danish crest on there. It has a few lions and a crown, and then it has...
See the crown at the very top up there.
And then whatever kind of, at the bottom here, I guess their motto or whatever it is, their words in Danish. And it's hollow, and the back is all rusted out. But this is 1800s, around the same age of our coins that we find there, the 1860s-ish. And really cool. Love military stuff. Awesome. And then we have a runner-up here that we both really like.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention, yes. And this is another what we believe to be a military button. It's so tough because everything's backwards. There we go. So it has a crown, and this is ST, and it has a cross. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's heavily silver-plated. And on the back it says, best plated. And then shank is missing, but the rest of it's there. Really cool. Love these buttons. And of course we have underwear buttons and dandy buttons and all kinds of stuff, but these are
our favorites. So we have one email so far from Shane. He's actually showing us his ring, and it is a toe ring. It's marked 5K. He said he would have got a better picture, but his wife took off with it. So
what did you say, 5K?
5K.
Huh. Interesting.
5K toe ring. Very interesting. I can't say that I've ever heard of anything being made in 5-karat gold.
Yeah.
Which is really, really strange. Blistering Barnacles, hello. Good to see you. All right. Hope you have a good night, man. Expressions of the Outdoors says that last one was really cool. So let's see here. Let's get Blistering Barnacles up there. So anything like that, if you guys want to. Yeah, he says me either. That's why I'm confused. Yeah, I would be confused too. But
what percentage of
5 carat? That's got to be 24%.
21%.
21%.
21% gold, which is, I mean, it's not like 18 karat or anything, but it's quite a bit of gold.
Like to eat Danish.
And if you ever want to find out, like if you have a 10 or 14 or 8 or 5 carat ring, how much percentage gold it is, you just type in the first number, if it's 10 carat ring, and then divide it by 24. So 10 carat, so 10 divided by 24, we can do that right now. 47-ish.
Yeah, something.
10 carat, so there'd be 10 carat. So 42% gold. So 24 carat is pure gold. The most common, I would say, is probably 14 karat, which is like 57%. And yeah.
Steve, thank you for putting their link up for the Expression of the Outdoors. We, again, we're still relatively new to the community, and Marlon's Sunday morning live is the one where we got started, and just kind of watched. And he always pushed, "Hey, this is a family. Share each other's channels, share your own channels, that kind of thing." And so we've kind of adopted that same mentality and tried to make everybody that we could moderators so they can share their channels. And if I've missed you, I'm sorry, but we will definitely get you modded as soon as we can.
SoCal says, I can't imagine you would want to spend too much money on a toe. And I think the same thing. Nobody's going to be looking at your toes, I feel like. It's just a weird place to wear a ring. I don't know. And also, it's kind of disgusting finding toe rings. This was on somebody's foot. Ooh.
Yeah, that was always something that weirded Gene out at first was, oh, this is gross. It's on somebody's toe. But yeah, it's been in the dirt for like 20 years, so it's okay. All right, so favorite recent find. Your biggest bazinga way that you've, SoCal says I agree, that you've been fooled. Rob, good to see you. Hey, Rob, we wouldn't expect you any other way, right? A little bit late. So favorite find, biggest bazinga, something that sets your channel apart, or your favorite button that you found. That's kind of what we have there. So these are the buttons, by the way, that we have found over the years, the 2 years that we've been detecting. This is just some of them, but as I poured them out today, I started looking at how many dandy buttons we have found. I mean, these are big, giant buttons. And we actually found 2 more on Monday.
Yeah.
But just dandy after dandy. They must have wore a lot of coats here, I guess, back in the 1800s.
I can imagine it's 90 degrees every day.
It's always super hot. I don't get it. Rob, hello.
The other Rob.
Another Rob, right? So I think if I'm remembering right, Rob Clark, there are lots of Robs, but I think there are 3 or 4 Robert Clarks that I know about, right? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. So, Rob, good to see you. How are you healing up? Hope everything's feeling better. If anybody, again, wants to join us up here and tell us about any of those things that I mentioned, your favorite recent find, your biggest bazinga, something that your channel offers that others don't, or your favorite button that you found. You don't have to have the button to show us. You can just tell us about it. We'll take your word for it. So, and then Shane sent us a picture, if anybody missed it, of his ring find today. Tell me if you've ever heard of this. If you've just joined us, it's a 5-carat gold toe ring. He said he would have given us a better picture, but his wife took off with it. So, I don't know if anybody else's wife does that, but yeah, that's expected, right? All right. Rob says he's healing. That's good. 3 Rob Clarks, he says. 3. That is amazing. Clark's Cove, him, and then, Rob in the Rocky Mountains, right? All right. So, FL Thunder says what? Oh, Angie says, been lurking after having dinner. All right, good. We're just glad you're here. Cynthia says 5Ks found a lot in England. I did not know that. It's interesting. Very interesting. So, any questions for us? I mean, I don't know what else to, no recent finds that I can think of.
I mean, we had a coin.
It's not even cleaned up.
Yeah, it's not even cleaned up yet.
But you can get it.
Rob says, where's my song? I'm having a little trouble on it, but I'm hoping to get it finished soon. It's a lot of work.
Do you want to play the first part of it tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and Gene's going to go get his guitar and he'll play that song for you. So, Rob, mainly Dirt Fishing, we met with him this summer and he got together a group of people. Man, he pulled together, I don't remember how many people there were there, 17, 18 different people. And he Viento. So, I mean, I don't know how everybody else has done. I can just tell you about our process that we went through for what we do. Okay, so we're still very new to metal detecting. We're still very new to the YouTube community. We have been going for about 2.5 years now, and I would say the biggest piece of advice I could give for you, Viento, is don't give up. Like it at first when we first got into it, we said, hey, we don't know what we're doing, and we were just kind of putting videos out there for our parents, my parents to see, and my wife's parents to see.
Keep going.
Okay, and sorry, I have a little bit of the ADD. Things get my attention, and I'm off. So don't give up, though. Like we were just putting videos out for them to see, and then we realized other people were watching, and so then it kind of made us, jump into this community with both feet. So we, again, we just have fun with what we do, record it while we're doing it, and then we just put it out there. So Rob just got a refund check back. That's good. Hey, any refund is good. Joel has a question. I just saw you say good. If you guys compared the Legend to the Nox, which wins? Joel's asking if we compared the Legend to the Nox, which wins?
I have no idea.
I'll be honest. So I think it's just a preference thing.
Yes.
I really think they're an equal machine. I just really like the way the Nox is. Now, had I picked up the Legend first, I would probably like it more. But I had the Simplex, and I was waiting for Nocta to come out with their multi-frequency machine, and it was just taking so long that I went ahead and bought a Nox last year. Actually, my kids got it for me for my birthday, so I've had it for a year and a couple months. So that's the reason why I have it. And then when the Legend came out, we got it for him for his birthday, and he loves it. If he ever grabs the Nox and uses it, he doesn't really like it very much. And I don't really like the Legend very much, but it's just because that's the machine I'm used to. I see some people on their channel use one machine and then another and then another and then another. I can't do that. I just have to stick with one. So Rob mainly offers some great advice. I spent an hour on the phone with him the other day. Let me see here. We'll show that one. Yep. And man, he is full of some great advice. He really is. Yeah. It mainly is awesome. Rob, you rock, brother. Thank you guys so much. SoCal says you got to struggle through the first 1,000 subs, but then it gets a little easier. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that too. And just keep going. Don't give up. Just try new stuff. Have fun with it, Viento. It is just a lot of fun. It really is. When it's not fun anymore, I don't know what we'll do. So you ready to go?
Yeah. Okay.
So this is a song that we've been talking about for a long time. Gene has written it, but he's kind of having some trouble with putting it together so that we can share with everybody. But he'll do it live right now. How about that?
Just the first little bit.
First little bit. Here you go.
Here we go. Hey there, buddy. I was just sitting here, listening to the birds chirp in the air, wishing I was mainly dirt fishing. You know that the dirt can tell a tale, so let's get some hands on his story, solving an age-old mystery. You take that detector out into a field, swing it around like Papa Rouse Bill, hoping you can find some treasure. That's all you guys are getting.
All right. Good job, man. So that's what he's got so far. Rob, sorry, we've been kind of toying around with it for a long time. He's worked on it and does a great job. He's really good. So Joel says nice and nice. Rob says nice. All right. So, man, what a great subject. So let's throw that one out there too. If anybody has any pointers for someone who is starting a channel or maybe struggling with their channel, what are some things that you would say, like this is, there we go, Shane, Island Vibe. What is something that you would say, hey, this is what really helped me through this? Maybe it's just practical advice with helping out with SEO, which is search engine optimization, stuff like that. There's the link again if anybody wants to jump up and tell us, show us anything. Yes, Joel, I do know your favorite button. Absolutely. I remember watching that video. Yeah, it's fantastic. And I'm hoping I find one day. Yeah.
I agree with Mark here.
Mark. Yep. Again, remember Mark's comment from earlier when I said, what sets your channel apart? He said, I do. And
you have to be different.
And look at it. He says, do not try to copy another format. Be yourself. Yep. That's probably some of the best advice right there that you can get.
I mean, if you're just trying to copy Hoover Boys, then you're going to be just another Hoover Boys. And there's not, I mean, you have to be different. You got to have your own special things. You got to be unique, which is kind of what we did with Father vs. Son. We did like blindfolded detecting. We did all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, you got to set yourself apart.
Wait, did someone say practical? Yes, Practical Ken. Practically, they did, right? Rob, hopefully we'll have a video. We've got some ideas for the video itself to make it a nice little music video. By the way, we gave some shout outs in it. Of course, we wish we were mainly dirt fishing. That's, you've got that one figured out. But there were some other ones in there. He flat out named Papa Rouse Bill, right? But there was even more than that. There was a slogan that somebody uses and some other things in there. So let us know if you can pick up on those. Yeah, blistering barnacles. Be yourself. Absolutely. Viento, I want to find stuff on beaches. So my advice for you on a beach, it just depends on what kind of beach you're hunting, right?
One word with a dash in between it. Multi-frequency.
Yeah. So if you're around salt water, you have to have a multi-frequency machine. Just has to be. Hello, Just Cool. Has to be a multi-frequency machine. And then once you have that machine, if you're at saltwater, if you're not at saltwater, if it's freshwater, hey, any machine will work. Single frequency machine will work. It's just fine. My piece of advice would be dig everything.
Yeah.
On a beach. It's easy digging for the most part, unless you've got a lot of rocks at a certain point, but it's pretty easy digging with a scoop and dig everything. Because I've dug absolutely horrible signals and have found fantastic stuff. Kind of the saying that keeps going through my head whenever I'm out digging is dig what nobody else will dig, and you'll find what nobody else is going to find. So keep doing that. Wow, this subject is really getting some traction here, right? SoCal, don't give up. Yep. You have to put the time in to find cool stuff. Think outside the box. Yes, absolutely.
I think a lot of people pick up a detector and say, I want to do this. I want to find gold. I want to find old coins, and get out there, dig up a few pull tabs and throw it away, and never really use it. And I think you really got to put in the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Shane, right here, another great one. Have fun. Make friends. Show your personality. Yep, absolutely. Crazy about a Mercury, yes. So a multi-frequency or a pulse machine. Yep, pulse induction will also be good for saltwater. So great advice, everybody. So if you have anything that you would say to anybody to be able to say.
Yes, mainly. I agree with that as well. You got to talk to your camera like you're talking to your friends.
Hello, Mandy. Glad that you stopped by. About to watch a movie with my daughter. If you're still here, what movie? Just out of curiosity. I like watching movies. So if anybody has any great tips on movies that are good to see too. You got to talk to your camera like you've talked to your friends. Absolutely. Without a doubt. It's one thing really, like if you hear Rob or who is it? I was listening to the other day. Oh, the other Rob, Florida Thunder. He's like, hey gang, every time. I mean, it is like, he's your friend. Like he really, and we've never met. Listen, the only people that we've met are mainly dirt fishing. 603 Diggas, Rachel, that group that we met up there in Maine. That's really the only people we've met. We have not met anybody in this community, but all of you are our friends. Like we know you guys. I'll be honest with you. I pray for you guys. If I have your contact and you're going through something like Rob recently when he had surgery, I let him know I'm praying for him. It's such a great community, and just talk to your camera just like it's your friend, because that's the people that are watching, right? Mainly, that one's going to be a little difficult right there for everybody else, I guess. Have a voice like Wolfman Jack or Sling Blade helps also. That's hilarious, man. Rob's voice definitely sets him apart, right?
My thun.
The history is what makes a find a treasure.
Yes.
Quoted by Greg, Finding America. Yep, absolutely.
Also, what does he say?
It's out there. You've just got to get your
it's
coil
not
over it.
Yes.
That's something he said one
Awesome.
time. And like the next time we went out hunting, we found something. And I was like, right there. It's a place we have been to dozens of times. And when he said that, and it just clicked in my head, it really did. And it was just perfect. So again, if you have anything that you would like to email to us, there's my email address. You can send it on to me. Go back and you should be able to find the link. I'll go ahead and post it again just in case anybody wants to. But we have asked for your favorite recent find, your biggest bazinga. We showed earlier where we dug up this ring, and it says 18K EP on the inside, which stands for electroplate. So it thought it was a beautiful diamond ring, and not so much. So favorite recent find, bazinga, favorite button that you found, or what was the other one?
Where your channel is different.
That's right. What sets your channel apart? And that's kind of what we're talking about right now, right? Community has become like a family.
Yes.
Yeah, Angie and Rick family adventures. Absolutely. That's one thing that I love. And, you guys know I have a family, and most of the time they're watching with me. And there are just sometimes we can't watch channels because of what their content is or what they're saying, and so we always try to make sure that we are presenting stuff that anybody can watch with anybody. So that's kind of one thing that we really strive to do. So let's see here. Oh yes, hey, listen, that lantern, Rob, that you found, that is awesome. That is an awesome one. Rob, other Rob says, so much fun, Viento, so much fun finding coins and jewelry on the beach and especially in the water. Yes, that's another thing, by the way. If you've never hunted at the beach, like the dry sand, you can find stuff all day long, but you're going to find 10 times more trash in the dry sand. If you go to the wet sand, if you have a pulse induction or a multi-frequency machine and you can get in the wet sand and into the water, you find far less trash and much more good signals. So I have found everything in the water: rings, chains, coins, sunglasses, you name it. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter, we dig it. Hello, good to see you. Yep, Rob, your oldest coin, 1749 British farthing.
It's never hunted out. We have a property that we have been going to for 2 years now, and we went there last week and found a coin, 2 dandy buttons, and a bunch of relics. And it is just amazing. I mean, I don't even know how we keep finding stuff there.
That is probably one of the phrases, never hunted out. That is just absolutely true. So Angie says they are, Angie and Rick, they say that they're 51 away from 1K. Let's see if we can help them out tonight. We've got 27 people in here. Surely not everybody is sub to them. So go ahead and head on over. If somebody could post their link, that would be great. I am looking up right now to make sure I am. There we go. Now you are one closer, Angie and Rick. So let's get them to, you said 51, by the way. When I look now, it says that you are 45. So you've already gained 6 from what you have right there. So it says you're 45 away. So, all right, Joel, you said so true.
Yeah, there you go. 4th under.
not doing well. If you could send some prayers her way. Yes, absolutely, Rob. I sure will. So if you see that comment there, Charlie's mom is in the hospital and not doing well. So we definitely need to be praying for her. And hey, so you know that I got to meet Rob and Rachel and 603 Diggers and, you know, lots of other people up there in Maine. In 2 weeks, I'll be at Dig Stock. Cannot wait for that. I am so pumped for that. It's tough sleeping right now. And at Christmas, we moved here from Pensacola, Florida. And so at Christmas time, we're going to get a group together to dig there in Florida. So Charlie from Digging It Back, Rob from FL Thunder, Pat from Park Rat Pat, and anybody else that is in that area, we would love to meet up with you guys. And we would love to, Wicked Digger. Are you going to Dig Stock, Wicked Digger? Chris, I was wondering if you're going to Dig Stock. We would love to meet up with you. Like Pensacola is where I'll be. We're going to meet up somewhere. I don't know exactly where, probably somewhere close to there. So we would love to meet you guys. Yep. Joel says he's subbed. Also, listen, when you sub somebody, don't forget to watch something right away and comment. That way it will, you know, the algorithm will make sure that you stick. So don't forget that at all. Relic Reaper, yep, says let's help out. Angie and Rick and Family Adventures. Stutz Motor Car Company was an American. Oh, gotcha. It's still on there. So yeah, help them out. Get them up to 1,000. Let's see if we can do that. Yes, Chris says he is. He'll be there. Awesome. You never miss Dig Stock in New York. Great. I can't wait to meet you, Chris. It is going to be a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm trying to read these comments also, and that's the toughest part for me. So, Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. So, any other advice for us, for anybody with a channel? You know, I mean, one thing that sometimes people get down about are negative comments. All right, here we go. Yes, Easy is going to be at Dig Stock too. Awesome. I knew you and 603 were going to be, but I didn't know Ezra was. That's awesome. I can't wait. Ezra was there too when we were in Maine. I forgot to mention him earlier. So it was so great to meet Ezra. You know, I've been talking to him off and on for a long time. So have a good night, Chris. Somebody said have a good night, Wicked Digger. I don't know if you're leaving. All right, good. Be there, Dig Stock. Good. All right, thanks. He says that song was awesome. He loves buttons. Yeah, totally lost what I was saying.
Yeah,
went out the window. So sorry if somebody could help me out. So yeah, if you have any advice for someone starting a channel or in the middle of this, negative comments. That was it.
Yeah.
So our approach has been we don't really care. Like if somebody gives us a thumbs down, we actually celebrated our first thumbs down. Because it's kind of odd to have a channel for so long and not have any negative, like we didn't have anything negative. And then one day we finally got a thumbs down. And in the video, we kind of played it off as a, yes, that's awesome. Like so good to finally have a thumbs down. Not that I'm asking for you to give us thumbs down, but yeah.
Let's just say it doesn't hurt the algorithm.
Yeah. And it didn't, it's all good. Right. Yes, he is. Yeah. He's the one that lets you know about us being in Canada. Yep. Let's see here. Joel. Yep. So Joel's advice is max out your tags and hashtags. Absolutely. You can search and find out which ones are like the most search tags and make sure you use those. And if you use them enough, then they start to attach themselves to your channel and it ranks higher with you. So yeah, make sure that you use those tags and hashtags. Huge. And you can even use enhanced hashtags, which they'll show up at the bottom of your video, which is if you've watched one of ours on your computer, you'll see them on ours. There's a certain way that you have to do that. So look that up.
Samurai says, when do we stream again? We don't really have a specific time. If anybody wants us to join on or we ever have an extra night, we may do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We don't have a specific night. We've never done a live at a certain time. We just happen to be doing this one for Shane as Thirsty Thursday. And so we're part of his usually. You know, it is something that we're going to be doing more in the coming months, but we don't have a regular night. So just look out for the next time that we do. If you would love to, that'd be great. Yeah, Joel says his are saved for every vid. Yep, absolutely. It's
One
engagement.
thing
Yep.
we have totally forgotten to mention is that we
yes,
are past 1,500 subscribers.
yeah.
It's just this afternoon we hit it, and I'm saying yesterday morning we were at 1492. I mean, 8 subscribers away. It'll be a couple of days.
Yep.
But now look at that, 10 subscribers in a day. That's awesome. Awesome. I love it.
Crazy about a Mercury. You don't know how to use hashtags. So if you look at one of our videos, one of our recent videos, you'll see that in our title we don't have any hashtags. We put them at the end of the first paragraph of our description, 3 hashtags, and then those 3 hashtags are right underneath your video when it's playing. So they're called enhanced hashtags. You should be able to look it up too. So it just helps you because those are jumped out there a little bit better. So any other hashtag, when you just type it in, it just kind of helps you with engagement. So yeah, thank you very much for the congratulations. We were pumped about it. 1,500. That's huge for us.
That's awesome expressions. That's really cool. I for our intro music, I don't play the guitar, but I do like loops on Logic Pro on the Mac, and that's how I make the music for ours.
Rob, earlier you said the negative, the thumbs down used to bother you, but you try not to. You hate it. Yeah, you kept hate. You really hate it. I hate getting thumbs down, but I try to let it bothering me. Yep, that's the big thing is just realize listen, some people wake up in the morning and their desire for the day is to make other people's day bad. It's just the way it is. And we can't change that. But the one thing I have control over is how I react to it. So, just try to look at it differently. I don't know if you know, but that's what most people used to call Gene, is little Gene. Still do, yeah. Some people in the family, but he's not quite so little anymore. I think at the doctor's visit the last time he was 6'3", and he outweighs me, so he's not quite little Gene anymore, but he still is, right? Always will be. So, yep. Monday Digs. Is this your 3 hashtags right here, Rob? That you use? Monday Digs, Equinox, and Silver. Anything like that? Yeah. Try to put your detector in there. Get something that's kind of yours. So. Yeah, some troll to make other people feel bad because they are miserable. Isn't that the truth? Like that's even when you're a kid in school, like the bully that was always picking on everybody, they do it because they're not satisfied
saw one
themselves.
That said, "Hurt people hurt people."
Yep. Starry, Steve, have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. A lot of fun. We've really enjoyed it. We try to keep it when we do this at 1 hour, just because somebody has school tomorrow. So we're going to be cutting out soon. I'll give you one last chance. I'm going to check over on don't forget to go to Angie and Rick Family Adventures. Their channel looks great. Don't forget to go over there and sub and comment. And we are going to check the email one last time. All right. No new emails. It's been a great night. Hope you guys have an awesome week. Thank you very much. Thank you to Shane again. Just giving examples of hashtags. Yes, absolutely. Yep. Live across the street from a person like that. Yep. Have to be up at 3 a.m. Chris says, and it just jumped as I went to that. Right there we go. Have to be up at 3 a.m. Yeah. So you better get to bed, man. So have a great night, everybody. Thank you again so much. Really appreciate it. We will see you again soon. Don't forget Monday Digs. We are at 9:15. Usually get started off about 7 o'clock. And you guys are awesome. Have a wonderful night.